Hey everyone, it's Joe Bradley here in Houston, Texas, and I just want to thank you for stopping by my blog. And I just wanted to take this time to record this this quick video, to drop a couple of nuggets off to you. And as usual, this is something that helped my light go from red to green, and so hopefully this will take you past the intersection that you may be stuck at right now. And if it is, I want to ask you in advance to please share below how this helped you. Leave a comment below, and also like it, share it, send it to your social media friends and followers, because there may be someone else who's stuck at the same red light, and you never know when you can help someone. You never know how this is going to help someone. Today I was actually in the hospital, and one of the people that I was visiting, we got to talking a little bit, and she had just had surgery, and I told her that I was reading, and I had just gotten off my Millionaire Mindset call, and I told her I was going to be doing a video about it later on, and she said, "Oh, you going to put it on your blog?" And I said, my blog? How did you know I blog? She said, "Oh, I follow you. I've been reading your stuff for a while." She said, "Actually, I log into Facebook just to see if you've posted something." And I was actually amazed, because I didn't even know that she had been following me. Well, what she said was that her daughter subscribed to me, and so every time I put a blog out, every time I put a video out, her daughter shares it on her wall, and so as a result, she got it. And she said it really changes her day. It gives her, she said it builds her spirits up, and she feels really good whenever she can read my blog. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, man, I didn't even know that she had been following me, but she said that, hey, I've been reading your stuff, and it's really, really good. So it's really positive. It makes me feel better about myself. It makes me think better about myself. And she said, I recently, after reading one of your blogs, I decided I was going to go back to school and finish getting my bachelor's, because I never did that. She said, I raised 3 kids, and I think she said 3 kids. I raised 3 kids, and they're all grown now. They're married and everything like that. But I never finished college, and that's a goal that I wanted to do. And I said, well, you know what? You can. And so that was awesome. So I just wanted to say, please, leave a comment and share it, because you never know who's listening. But here's what I want to talk about today. The other day, I talked about cherishing your dreams, and I talked about making sure that we treat our dreams as if they are, or cherish our dreams and our visions, because they are the children of our soul. That's what Dr. Napoleon Hill said. Now, here's what happens. A lot of times we take our dreams, and they kind of get pushed aside. They kind of get sent on the shelves of our lives, right? They kind of get put up in the closet for another day, and we say, I'll get back to it eventually. And what happens is a year goes by, and then another year goes by, and another year goes by, and after a while, we really have nothing to show for it, and our dream is still just kind of sitting on the shelf. And we're living a life wanting. We're living a life where there's some kind of a void, or something that some kind of a void. There's something missing, and we just don't know quite what it is. But if we really pay attention to why we're not feeling so fulfilled, it's because that dream of ours is still sitting on the shelf. So how do we actually get to the point where our dream can become real? How do we get to the point where we can make our dream, turn our dream into reality, turn our dream into actualization? How can we live the dream? As we often hear, there's some people that they seem to have the Midas touch. The Midas touch, just in case someone doesn't know. I talked to a friend of mine the other day, and she said, "Don't think I'm crazy or anything, but what's the Midas touch?" And I told her the Midas touch. King Midas was a king, and everything he touched turned to gold, because he loved wealth. And eventually, it became known as the Midas touch. So there it is. But we seem to think that some people just have this special touch. They have this special ability that turns them into somebody successful. Maybe they were born that way. They were born successful, right? But let me tell you, it's not really that. It's just that a lot of times we get our advice about how to go about building our dreams from the wrong people. We talk to dream killers, dream stealers, or dream killers, dream crushers, and thieves. And they either kill our dream, they crush our dream, or they steal it. But either way, we take their advice often, and as a result, we end up living a life without a dream, living a life not on purpose, and then we spend the rest of our life envying someone who has. But here's the difference between someone who has made their dream a reality and someone who hasn't. The person who made their dream reality, they found a way. They learned how to be unrealistic. Unrealistic. And that may strike you in a weird way. That may kind of make you turn your head. I don't know. That sounds, I don't know. Why would you say that, Joe? Why would you tell me to be unrealistic? Well, think about it. How many times have you actually proposed your plan or proposed your dream, or how many times have you expounded upon your dream and told everything, spilled your heart out about your dream to someone, and then they gave you a yeah but? And just in case you don't know, a yeah but is when someone agrees but then cancels out the agreement with a but. You know, oh, that's a great idea, but that means that you're not going to be able to do it. See, a yeah but means I agree that that's awesome, but you're not the one that's going to carry it through. And we don't pay attention, but a lot of our friends really don't think that high of us. They don't think that much of us. They think that we are just some less than average person. Yeah, sure, Will Smith can do it, but you can't. Yeah, sure, Beyonce can do it, but you can't. Yeah, sure, Jay-Z. Yeah, sure, Warren Buffett. Yeah, sure, but you can't. Well, here's the question. Why can't I? You ever ask that question? Why is it that I can't do this? See, we have to be unrealistic in order to make our dreams come true. And the reason why I say that is because we're often told to be realistic when we talk about our plan. But here's what being realistic means, and then we'll drop a couple more things off and we'll finish this up. Being realistic literally means to lower your expectations. No, I don't think that, Joe. Listen. So I want to, I want to, my goal is to be making $25,000 a month 3 months from now. Oh, well, hey, man, that's cool, but you can't get your hopes up, though. Don't get your hopes up. Well, see, the word hope literally means expectation or to expect. So when we tell someone not to get their hopes up, what we're saying is lower your expectations. Well, here's what I want to propose. Here's a question I want to ask. Do we want our family and friends to lower their expectations when it comes to finding someone to spend the rest of their life with? Do we want our friends and family members and our children to lower their expectations when it comes to their friends? Do we want them to lower their expectations when it comes to their achievements and what they can do in life? I bet everyone who's watching this video is saying, absolutely not. I don't want them to lower their expectations. Well, when we tell someone to not get their hopes up, we're literally saying lower your expectations. When we tell someone to be realistic, we're literally saying lower your expectations. Don't expect to get out there and win. Don't expect to get out there and actually make your dreams come true. Don't expect to get out there and actually live your life. And so what I'm saying is, in order to make our dreams come true, instead of being realistic as everyone who lives, as the norm who lives a very mundane life gives us the advice to do, why not be unrealistic as someone who has lived everything that he has ever dreamed about says to do? And that's Will Smith. Will Smith said we have to be unrealistic. He says we have to forget about plan B. See, the people who are realistic, people who are not living their dreams, people who haven't accessed the life that they dream of but have settled for a life that was handed to them, they'll say all the time, well, make sure you have something to fall back on, because that's realistic. Make sure you have a plan B, because that's realistic. Well, I'm here to tell you right now that as long as you have a plan B, then you'll never win at plan A. As long as you have a plan B, plan A is never going to come to fruition. Here's what having a plan B is like. Having a plan B is the same as having a significant other, whether you're married to them or whether you're in a regular relationship with them, and having someone else on the side just in case this doesn't work out. Now, how does that settle? I asked a lady that the other day, and because she couldn't quite understand why I would say anything about not having a plan B. She said, "Well, I don't know, because you need something to fall back on." I said, "Well, let me ask you this." I said, "When you're in a relationship, would you mind if your husband had somebody else on the side just in case the marriage doesn't work out?" And she just started laughing. She said, No. I said, "Why not?" She said, "Well," I said, "What about you? Do you have somebody on the side just in case it doesn't work out?" She said, "No, because I'm committed. I'm a committed person." I said, "Exactly." So if a relationship with someone else on the side will prevent us from being committed to the actual person that we're with, then how does it work any differently with a plan? See, realistically, we need a plan B because this plan A might not work. Unrealistically, though, we need to commit to the plan. So be unrealistic. Be willing to fight or die. Be willing to win or die trying, because it's that important. The reason why so many people live a life with a hole in their heart is because their dream never came to fruition. Your dream is so important to you. Your dream is a part of your life. You were born with that dream. And that dream, as Napoleon Hill says, is literally the child. Our dreams and our visions are the children of our souls, which means that they actually are our dreams and our visions are literally what leaves behind the legacies. And if the dreams and the visions that we have do not come to reality, then our legacy never exists. Be realistic, and you will never live the life of your dreams. Be unrealistic, and there's no limit to where you can go. If you're looking for someone to help you along the way, if you're looking for someone who believes in you, because sometimes we need someone to believe in us because we can't believe in ourselves. I was there one time. I was actually there where I didn't believe in myself, and there was a young man who came up to me, a little bit older than me, had lived the life that I was already living at the time, and he said, "Joseph, I believe in you, man." He said, "I believe in you because you have more potential than you realize. You have more promise than you realize, and you're a much better person than what you think you are." And maybe right now you don't think you're a good person because when you look in the mirror, you're seeing the person that you were based on the mistakes that you've made. You're seeing the person who caused all these problems. You're seeing the person who was such a troublemaker and made so many bad decisions, to now when you look in the mirror, you can't see who you are, and you definitely can't see who you will be because you're looking at who you were. Well, I want to let you know I believe in you today. I believe in you. And if you want a group of people who are going to believe in you to ignite your own self-confidence and ignite your self-belief, then click on the link below. And when you click on the link below, I want to let you know that you're walking into an army of people who believe in you so much to the point where it becomes real the moment that you click on that link. I'm Joe Bradley, and I'll see you tomorrow. If this has helped you, like I said before, leave a comment below and tell me exactly where it was that you got help. Where'd you get your nugget at? Where'd your light turn green at? And then share it, because you never know who needs this information. God bless you, and I'll see you real soon.